Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this INSE Cordless stick vacuum. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So here it says powerful suction, retractable wand, anti-allergy, large dust bin, motorized floor brush. Look on the side here we have some specs. Model number is S610, operating power is 280 watts, operating voltage is 29.6 volts. Input voltage is 36 volts. Input current is 500 milliamps. Weight is 7.7 pounds. Then we have the package size and it's for dry use only. Let's get this opened up. Here we have a user manual, quick start guide and tips. This lists the different parts. It says make sure to use the matched adapter. Battery, 4 to 5 hours to be fully charged before first use. When the battery is fully charged, the 3 indicator lights will be on and stop flashing. Battery working time is 12 to 20 minutes on the high speed and 35 to 45 minutes on the standard speed. This says please clean the tube and motorized cleaner head regularly in case of clogging and tangled. Please check and clean the strainer and HEPA regularly, designed to block out the dust and small particles and protect the motor. Please empty the canister after cleaning and make sure the amount of garbage is not over 80% of the dust cup, otherwise garbage will block the vents and cause suction to decay rapidly. See if there's anything different in the manual here. There are safety instructions. So I'm not going to go over everything here. You'll probably want to read this on your own. Here's another product overview so you can look at the different parts. This talks about storage and assembly. This says the battery capacity is 2500 milliamp hours. Okay, so let's get this out. So it looks like we have a hook to mount this on a wall. So you have 2 screws there. This is the cleaning tool for the brush. So this has a little point on here with a razor. So you would drag this along it and you can cut the little hairs out that wrap around the brush. And then we have a brush here to clean it. Here's a crevice tool and these look like they lock on. Here's a larger kind of crevice tool. This is interesting here. Oh, okay. So this is kind of like a car cleaning tool, I've seen it called, but it's a larger tool. And then you can press this here, slide it forward and have a brush. So you could be cleaning a surface and then want to brush, and you just go like that and you have a brush. You don't have to go get it and attach it. You can just switch back and forth really quickly. That is a neat feature. I like that. Here's screws for the mount. Here's the extension wand. Okay, so this has different levels on it. Okay. Looks like it partially auto retracts. I'll pull this out. And here's the main brush here. So that spins, and this is where you'd use that tool. It has brushes here, so this doesn't fling the dirt. As this sucks it up, you don't want it to fling the dirt out further. So it has a brush along the perimeter. We have plastic on the front so you can see what you're cleaning. Pull that off. We have 2 wheels here, and then this swivels back and forth. Here's the little HEPA filter. Looks like we have a pre-filter. Has Velcro on it, so that would be for larger items like hair, and then the HEPA filter would be for things like dust. Here's the battery. We have indicator lights on there. This is a 2500 milliamp hour 74 watt hour battery. Power adapter that plugs right into the battery, so you don't have a charger you stick this in, you just plug the adapter right into it. And here's the vacuum itself. So this has a brushless motor in it. So you take a lithium battery with a brushless motor, that gives you a lot of power and good runtime. This says to maintain decent suction, clean the strainer and HEPA regularly, replace HEPA if necessary. Here's the button on top with the indicator lights. Let's get this box out of the way. So the battery is going to slide in the back here like so. It's going to clip in with this little orange tab. Okay, we can squeeze the trigger here. Okay, so when you squeeze it, it's going to turn it on. Squeeze it again, it's going to go into high mode. You can also press this button on the top. Okay, to empty the bin, you press this orange button here, and the bottom will come out. Guessing we can take this filter out here. Just rotate it counterclockwise, and then that pops out. So it comes with a spare filter. There's one already installed in it. Stick this back down here, and I'll rotate it back in place. Okay, so it's locked in place. Close that up. It ejects air, it looks like out the sides here. Yep. So let's attach the wand. So the wand has power in it for the power brush head. So I'll stick this in like this. And actually, I think we can connect it directly to the brush. Let's try that. Yes. So if you're cleaning stairs, this might be adequate for you. I don't know that I'd ever clean the floor like this if I was standing up, but for cleaning stairs, that would be pretty handy. So let's turn this on now. Oh, that's very neat. Okay, so I'll pull that off. I'll put this on. And here we have the full extension. So we have these other attachments here. They clip on here. If we look at the bottom where the power connector is, there's a little slot that this slides into. It kind of indexes on there and it clips in place. I like how this has a positive lock so it's not going to fall off. So now I can have my car cleaning tool or my brush or my crevice tool. So all of the attachments will attach either to the vacuum cleaner directly or to the extension wand. So I think that's a really nice feature. So here's that hook, and that hook's on right here. So if you mount that on the wall, you can hang it for storage. That's nice. Let's get the battery off of here. So to charge the battery, I'll plug the power adapter into the battery and I'll plug that into an outlet. So now we're charging the battery. So it looks like it's drawing about 20 watts of power right now. So I'm going to let this get charged up and then I'm going to demonstrate it in a couple different areas. Okay, I have the vacuum charged up and I have some carpet here, and this is where our kid sits and he kind of makes a mess, and that's a good use for a stick vac like this. Maybe you have a very large vacuum you like to use and you don't want to drag it out to clean up messes like this. This is a lightweight vac, easy for that. There's also a door over here and leaves and seeds and stuff come in from that. So that'll be my first task, cleaning this up. Okay, so that's looking a whole lot better. I do have a couple stains down there. We'll need to get our carpet shampooed shortly. Now, if I want to get into the corners here, I can use the crevice tool, and I can use it attached to the main vacuum head or to the extension. So I'll attach it to the extension. So I like this setup. With my regular upright vacuum, I have to connect a wand to a hose. So I have to drag around the vacuum and the hose. With this, it's just all one unit, so I can turn this on and suck this stuff right out of the corners. So that was very nice. So you can see we've accumulated some stuff here. Next, I'm going to work on these basement steps, and I don't have the best lighting here, so I apologize for that. But to use a brush on this was very difficult before. I just have to use something like a crevice tool. So now I can clean most of this with the brush, and then I can go around the edges with the wider tool to clean up. I didn't notice before, this also has a light on it. The room I was in previously was pretty bright, so this will actually have some light. So now I'll switch attachments on there. And now with this I can get into the corners a little better. So this corner of our basement had a filing cabinet here until a couple days ago. There's a bunch of dead bugs down here, and normally I'd use something like a shop vac to clean these up, but I'll try this vacuum on it. There's also a lot of stuff stuck to the wall. This is just like some sawdust from construction work. So you can see all this down here. So let's try cleaning this up. I'm using the wide head on here. I also have the brush. I'll use that on the walls. Now switch to the brush. That easy. And now I can clean this stuff off the walls. I'm also going to shorten the extension a little bit. Actually, I probably wouldn't need the extension on it. So that worked pretty good. The last area I'm going to clean is in my car. So I have the wider head on here. Pull the mat out. So there's a little bit of stuff that's kind of dried on there. I almost need a shampooer to get that off, but this is doing a pretty good job of getting up the loose stuff. Some of these areas would be a little easier to get with the smaller crevice tool, so I'll come back and get those in a little bit. Okay, so now that I'm finished vacuuming, I can press the orange button here on the side, like so, and that will drop the bottom out. Let me take the attachment off, take the battery out too. So there's some hair wrapped around this. I'll just rotate it and pull it out. Here I can use this attachment tool to pull this off if I need to. Put that back in, and we're good to go for next time. So that's just a couple of different examples of how you can use a vacuum like this. Now I was mostly using it on high. I used it on low a couple times. If I don't have a lot to vacuum, I'll probably just use it on high to get the most suction. But on things like solid floors, hardwood floors, I'm guessing low speed would work very well. So I like the versatility of this. I like having all the weight towards my hand, and then I can choose what I want for attachments or the extension wand. So like on the steps, it was nice not having the extension wand so I could get up close to things. But when I'm working on the floor or on the floorboard, it's nice having the extension wands. And I'm around 6 foot tall, and I felt it was pretty easy to use this around those things with this. I didn't have to lean over a lot to reach. I really like that these clip on so they're not falling off all the time. I have a vacuum I use that has an extension wand, and as you're using it, it becomes loose and falls off. It's nice that these have positive locks on it. So some people will use this as a second vacuum to clean up messes and such so they don't have to pull out their large vacuum, but some people will just use this as their only vacuum. This would be great for someone who lived in an apartment and doesn't want to have multiple vacuums. You can use this to clean your carpets, your hardwood floors, and then do detail work, clean your car. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.